Good morning. Today we are going to start a new chapter, statistics. So statistics is a very important chapter as far as mains is concerned because many questions comes in mains examinations. Okay, it is not important as well as advanced exam is concerned. So it is important for mains exam. So let's start the chapter statistics. So in statistics, what we are going to study in statistics, we will discuss about measures of central tendency. What is central tendency? Central tendency के बारे में हम लोग बात करेंगे. Measures of central tendency जो कि mean होता है, median होता है, mode होता है. Then we will study dispersion, standard deviation, है ना, variance. इन सब चीजों के बारे में we will study. So first of all, we will discuss some definitions. First of all, we will discuss some definition that will come. The first definition is data. What is data? The first definition is data. Data is nothing. Data is nothing, but it is any information. Data is nothing, but it is information. According to question, whatever information is given, that is your data. Second thing is your raw data. What is raw data? Raw data is that type of data that should be used immediately or that can be processed, need to be processed. So this is a type of data which is used immediately, or we can say need to be processed. तो यहाँ हमने दो चीज देखी. सबसे पहली चीज देखी हमने डाटा इज नथिंग बट इज एनी इंफॉर्मेशन. एंड रॉ डाटा, व्हाट इज रॉ डाटा? रॉ डाटा इज दिस इज अ टाइप ऑफ डाटा which is used immediately or need to be processed. Okay. Third is your variable of observation. Third is your variable of observation. And what is variable of observation? अगर हम variable observation की बात करें तो variable of observation दो तरीके का होता है. एक तो होता है आपका qualitative. One is your qualitative and other is what? Quantitative. वेरिएबल आप लोग जानते हैं जिस बारे में बात की जाएगी, वेरिएबल ऑफ ऑब्जर्वेशन. तो वेरिएबल ऑब्जर्वेशन, देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ वेरिएबल ऑब्जर्वेशन. फर्स्ट इज क्वालिटेटिव. अब क्वालिटेटिव की अगर हम बात करें तो क्वालिटेटिव में आपका क्या क्या आ सकता है? नॉलेज आ सकता है ना. ये सब चीजें आपकी नॉलेज के बारे में बात की जा सकती है और भी बहुत सारी चीजें जो क्वालिटेटिव में इंक्लूड होगी. क्वांटिटेटिव की अगर हम बात करें तो क्वांटिटेटिव में आपका क्या क्या आ जाएगा? हाइट आ जाएगा, हाइट ऑफ पर्सन आ जाएगा, वेट आ जाएगा, एज इन ईयर्स आ जाएगा आपका. तो ये सारी चीजें हमने बात करी स्टैटिस्टिक्स के बारे में. तो फर्स्ट थिंग इज डाटा एंड इंफॉर्मेशन. रॉ डाटा, दिस इज अ टाइप ऑफ डाटा विच इज इमीडिएटली यूज्ड or need to be processed. And the third thing is variable of observation. In every question we will see some variable of observation. Variable observation is represented by two forms, qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative means knowledge or something, we will talk about that. Quantitative is what? Height of person, weight, age, all these things we will study. Next one is your next definition is fourth, that is frequency table. Next definition is your fourth definition, that is frequency table. What is frequency table? Frequency table is representation of data. यहां पे हम इसकी डेफिनेशन की बात करें, फ्रीक्वेंसी टेबल की डेफिनेशन बात करें तो इट इज सिंपल. रिप्रोडक्शन ऑफ डाटा, रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ डाटा इन अंडरस्टैंडेबल फॉर्म. तो ज्यादा हम बात नहीं करेंगे इस बारे में. हमने बस सिंपल बेसिक डेफिनेशंस वी हैव सीन. बेसिक डेफिनेशंस वी हैव सीन ऑल द थिंग्स which we will be going to study in our chapter. And the most important thing is these chapters are mode, median and mean, dispersion, statistics and variance. These are the most important things which we have to study in the chapter. Okay, these are the four definitions noted down. Okay, let's study something. I am saying that weight of students in class. weight of students ऑफ क्लास की बात करेंगे तो क्या क्या दिया हुआ है? 51 है ना. ये जो वेट दिए हुए हैं सारे किस में दिए हुए हैं? केजी में. ऑल द वेट आर इन केजीज. तो 51. नेक्स्ट इज 52. नेक्स्ट इज 53. नेक्स्ट इज 54 एंड नेक्स्ट इज 55 and 55. One more time, 55. So here you see, these are the weight of the students in kgs, and what we have to do, what are the frequency? हम लोग frequency की बात करते हैं. यहाँ पे एक टेबल बनाते हैं हम लोग. Let's draw a table. हम लोग एक टेबल बनाते हैं. टेबल की बात करते हैं हम लोग. तो टेबल में हम कुछ चीजें बनाएंगे. सबसे पहली चीज तो क्या बनाएंगे? वेट इन केजी. वेट इन केजी की अगर मैं बात करूं तो सबसे पहले मैं ले रहा हूं 51 के लिए, देन आई एम टेकिंग 52, देन आई एम टेकिंग 53, देन आई एम टेकिंग 54, देन आई एम टेकिंग 55. आपने वेट इन केजीज की बात करी तो यहां पे आपने ले लिया 51 के लिए, देन आपने ले लिया 52 के लिए, देन 53 के लिए, देन 54 एंड देन 55. तो यहां पे हम लोग बात करते हैं. यहां पे सबसे पहली बात हम करेंगे किसके बारे में? फ्रीक्वेंसी के बारे में. अब फ्रीक्वेंसी का मतलब क्या होता है? इस क्वेश्चन में अगर आप फ्रीक्वेंसी की बात करें तो फ्रीक्वेंसी इज दैट हाउ मेनी टाइम्स द ऑब्जेक्ट या वेरिएबल इज रिपीटिंग. तो यहां पे आप बात करें सबसे पहले 51 kg की बात करेंगे तो 51 kg इज रिपीटिंग हाउ मेनी टाइम्स? इट इज कमिंग 1 टाइम्स. दैट इज फ्रीक्वेंसी. द फ्रीक्वेंसी इज व्हाट? नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स द ऑब्जर्वेशन इज रिपीटिंग. तो नंबर ऑफ टाइम ऑब्जर्वेशन इज रिपीटिंग. इट इज रिपीटिंग 1 टाइम, ओनली 1 टाइम. 52 is repeating how many times? 2 times. So we can write frequency 2. Then 53 is repeating how many times? 3 times. Then it is 4 times. Then it is 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have drawn the frequency table, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we will see one type of frequency, that is relative frequency. That is relative frequency. सबसे पहले हम लोग क्या करेंगे? फ्रीक्वेंसी को काउंट कर लेते हैं. टोटल कितना आ रहा है? टोटल हम लोग काउंट कर लेते हैं. 5 + 4 is 9, 9 + 3 is 12, 12 + 2 is 14, 14 + 1 15. तो आपने देखा कि सिग्मा एफ आई मतलब फ्रीक्वेंसी का टोटल हमने कैलकुलेट कर लिया, दैट इज 15. हम लोग बात करते हैं रिलेटिव फ्रीक्वेंसी की. व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट रिलेटिव फ्रीक्वेंसी तो रिलेटिव फ्रीक्वेंसी इज नथिंग, इट इज फ्रीक्वेंसी अपॉन टोटल फ्रीक्वेंसी इनटू 100. इट इज व्हाट? फ्रीक्वेंसी. व्हाट इज फ्रीक्वेंसी? 1 अपॉन टोटल फ्रीक्वेंसी इज व्हाट? 15 इनटू 100. In second case, it will become 2 divided by 15 into 100. In third case, it will become 3 divided by 15 into 100. In fourth case, it will become 4 divided by 15 into 100. In next case, it will become 5 divided by 15 into 100. What will it become? It will comes out to be 6.5. It is what? Approximately 13. It is approximately 19.5. It is approximately what? 26. And is approximately 33. तो यहां पे हमने रिलेटिव फ्रीक्वेंसी को कैलकुलेट कर लिया. तो वी हैव सीन 3 थिंग्स हियर. वेट इन केजीज, frequency means how many times the observation is repeating, and we have calculated the relative frequency here. Relative frequency is frequency divided by total frequency into 100. Okay, this is the representation of data. This is the representation of data in terms of frequency and relative frequency. And there are 2 types through which we can draw this diagrammatically. है ना? So there are 2 types representation. There are 2 types of representation. The first type of representation is your bar diagram. The first type of representation is your bar diagram, and second one is what? Pie chart. Second one is pie chart. Okay. First of all, we draw the bar diagram. First of all, we will draw the bar diagram. I am drawing bar diagram with respect to weight and frequency. With respect to weight and frequency. इस तरह से frequency लेते हैं हम लोग और इस तरह से क्या लेते हैं? weight in kgs. I am drawing bar graph of this, bar diagram of this following data. इस डाटा के लिए मैं बार ग्राफ बनाना चाहता हूं फ्रीक्वेंसी और वेट के लिए. सबसे पहले हम बात करेंगे तो सबसे पहले हम कितने केजी के लिए बात करेंगे? सबसे पहले हम 51 केजीज के लिए बात करेंगे. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी विल टॉक अबाउट व्हाट? 51 केजीज, देन 52 केजी, देन 53, देन 54, देन 55. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई एम टॉकिंग व्हाट? लेट्स मार्क दिस. इसको हम लोग मार्क कर लेते हैं. मार्क कैसे कर लेते हैं? दिस इज 1, दिस इज 2, दिस इज 3, दिस इज 4 एंड दिस इज 5. तो व्हेन आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट 55, तो 55 is coming 1 times. This is 55. Next one is your, sorry, this is 51. When I talk about 52, so 52 is what? Like this. Because 52 is coming how many times? 2 times. Next one is what? 53. Next one is what? 53. It is coming 3 times. And next one is 54. It is coming how many times? 4 times. That is 54. And next is 55. And next is your 55. It is coming 5 times. So this is the bar diagram of frequency versus weight. Okay. Now we will draw the bar diagram of relative frequency versus weight. You can draw the bar diagram of relative frequency versus weight. It's very easy. In place of frequency, you have to put what? Relative frequency and weight. So relative frequency corresponding to 51 kg. Corresponding to 51 kg is what? 6.5. So here 6.5 will come. Okay. I want to draw the diagram of relative frequency versus weight. First of all, draw these diagrams. First of all, draw this diagram. Let's see the bar diagram of relative frequency versus weight. So what is the relative frequency corresponding to weight? 51. It's 6.5. So here 6.5 will come. What is the relative frequency corresponding to weight in kgs? 52. It is what? 13. So here what? 13 will come. Next it will come 19.5. Next it is 26. And next is 33. So you can see that corresponding to weight 51, the relative frequency is 6.5. Corresponding to weight 52, the relative frequency is 13. Corresponding to weight 53, the relative frequency is 19.5. Okay, and corresponding to weight 54, the relative frequency is 26, and corresponding to weight 55, the relative frequency is 33. So here we have seen the bar diagram of the representation of the data which have been given to us in terms of weight of students of class, okay, in kgs. Okay, now we will draw pie chart of this. Now we will draw pie chart of this. So we will draw pie chart. I am taking this as 51 kgs, this as 52, this as 53, this as 54, and this as 55. Okay. In pie chart you have to calculate the angles. In pie chart you have to calculate the angles. So I am saying that this is angle alpha, this is angle beta, this is gamma, this is delta, and say let this is angle phi. This is angle phi. You have drawn the pie chart corresponding to this data given of weight. So first of all I have divided this circle into 5 parts. First part is which category of weight? 51 category of weight. Next one is 52 category of weight. Third one is 53 category of weight. Next is 54 category of weight. And next is 55 category of weight. And we want to calculate the angles corresponding to that quadrants which we are getting. That is alpha, that is beta, gamma, delta, and so angle in pie chart. Angle is equal to relative frequency divided by 100 into 360 degree. So relative angle is equal to relative frequency divided by 100 into 360. Let us suppose I want to calculate alpha. Alpha is corresponding to which weight? 51. And 51 के corresponding आपकी relative frequency कितनी है? 6.5. So it will become 6.5 divided by 100 into 360. What is your beta angle? Beta angle is what? Which weight? 52. And corresponding to 52, we are having relative frequency how much? 13. So it will become what? 13 divided by 100 into 360. So hence we can calculate all the angles by using the formula angle is equal to relative frequency upon 100 into 360. Hence we can draw the pie chart of this diagram. Okay, note it down. Okay, let's take another example. Let's take another example. What is your another example? This is ungrouped data. Okay, this data was given, that was ungrouped data. Write down the example. Example is age. I am talking about age in years. So data is given. Data is given like this. Variable class, size class या frequency class. Variable class या फिर इसको क्लास साइज भी बोल सकते हैं. क्लास साइज या फिर ये आपको दिया हुआ है, और किस में दिया हुआ है ये? एज इन ईयर्स में. सेकेंडली आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट फ्रीक्वेंसी. सेकेंडली आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट फ्रीक्वेंसी, एंड फ्रीक्वेंसी इन व्हाट? करस्पॉन्डिंग टू मुंबई एंड पुणे. थर्ड, आई विल टॉक अबाउट relative frequency. First for Mumbai, then for Pune. Okay, relative frequency. Okay, relative frequency corresponding to Mumbai and Pune. So data is given. To you. It is between 0 to 20, it is 20 to 40, and it's 40 to 60. First data is between 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60. This is given 20, 50, and what? 30. This is 15, 20, and 20. 15. Okay? All these things are given to you. You have to draw the bar graph and pie chart of this. So first of all, we are talking about age. Age in years. So variable class size, age in years. So first age gap is between what? 0 to 20. मतलब जो आपकी पहली उम्र है वो 0 से 20 के बीच में, एंड दैट इज बिटवीन मुंबई में 20 लोग ऐसे प्रेजेंट है जिनकी एज 0 से 20 के बीच में, एंड इन पुणे देयर आर 15 पीपल आर देयर whose age lie between 0 to 20, and between 20 to 40 Mumbai there are 15 persons present there, and in Pune there are 20 people who are having their age between 20 to 40, and in Mumbai next between 40 to 60 years there are 30 people, and in Pune total are 15. Let's total the frequency. 50 plus 30 is 80, 80 plus 20 is what? 100. Next total 15 plus 15, 30 is 20, 50. Now we have to calculate the relative frequency with respect to Mumbai, and if you want to calculate the relative frequency with respect to Mumbai, that will become what? 20 divided by 100 into 100. What is the formula of relative frequency? Relative frequency is frequency upon total frequency into 100. So it will become 20 upon 100 into 100. That is equal to what? 20. Next is your what? 50 divided by 100 into 100. That will become what? 50. Next one is what? 30 divided by 100 into 100. That will equal to what? 30. Now relative frequency with respect to Pune. So 15 divided by 50. 15 divided by 50 into 100. That will equal to 30. Next one is what? 20 divided by 50 into 100. That will become 40. And next one is 15. So 15 divided by 50 into 100. That is equal to what? 30. So you have found the relative frequency of Mumbai and Pune. Now we will draw the bar diagram of Mumbai and Pune in terms of frequency. In terms of frequency की हम बात करें तो ये हमारी फ्रीक्वेंसी टेबल है, और यहां पे हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले हम बात करते हैं, हम लोग थोड़ा सा चार्ट बना लेते हैं. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 50. ओके, इस बारे में हम बात करेंगे. तो लेट अस सपोज हम बात करते हैं 0 से 20 एज ग्रुप की. 0 से 20 की बात करते हैं, तो 0 से 20 के बीच में हाउ मेनी पीपल आर देयर इन मुंबई? 20. एंड हाउ मेनी पीपल आर देयर इन पुणे? तो मुंबई में हमारे पास कितने लोग प्रेजेंट है? 20. तो आप सबसे पहले मुंबई का बनाएंगे, देन यू विल ड्रॉ व्हाट? पुणे. हाउ मेनी पीपल आर प्रेजेंट बिटवीन 0 to 20 एज ग्रुप? दैट आर 15 इन पुणे. 15. आप इसको अलग तरीके से बताएंगे. दिस इज बिटवीन व्हाट? 0 to 20. और इस बात को ध्यान रखिए, ये जो रिप्रेजेंटेशन है ये किसके लिए है? मुंबई के लिए है. और ये वाला जो रिप्रेजेंटेशन है That is for what? Pune. Okay. Now we will draw the bar diagram of what? Now we will draw the bar diagram of 20 to 40. Mumbai is 50 and Pune is 20. Mumbai is 50, Pune is 20. Mumbai is 50 and Pune is what? 20. Pune is 20. तो पुणे के लिए आप लोग लाइंस ड्रॉ कर देंगे. इट इज बिटवीन 20 to 40. वी आर ड्रॉइंग द ग्राफ बिटवीन एज इन ईयर्स versus what? Frequency. Age in years versus frequency. Now the third one is what? Third one is what? Third one is 30 and 15. 30 and 15. For Mumbai it's 30. For Mumbai it's 30. So I'm drawing like this. For Mumbai it's 30. And for Pune it is what? 15. For Pune it is 15 means what? Here. तो पुणे को आप लाइन से ड्रॉ कर देंगे. इट इज बिटवीन व्हाट? 40 to 60 एज ग्रुप. 40 to 60 age group. So this is the bar diagram of what? This is the bar diagram of frequency versus age. Here we have plotted two observations, Mumbai observation and Pune observation. So between 0 to 20, Mumbai observation are 20, and between 0 to 20, Pune observation are 15. We have draw all the bar diagram between frequency and age. Now you can draw the bar diagram of what? Relative frequency versus what? Age. If you want to draw the diagram between relative frequency and age, so remove frequency from here, you can write it what? Relative frequency, and change the data. Accordingly, change the data. You can draw the relative frequency bar diagram. Now see the pie chart of this. Note it down first. Pie chart, if we draw the pie chart of this, the pie chart will be like this. It is between what? You can take 0 to 20. It is 20 to 40. You can take 20 to 40 to 60. Angle alpha, angle beta and angle gamma. So you can calculate the angle. This is the pie chart for what? Mumbai. So you can calculate the angle. Angle will be equal to what? Relative frequency divided by 100 into 360. Hence you can draw the pie chart of this diagram. Okay? Fine. Note it down. So drawing bar diagrams and pie chart are very easy. Okay. So let's start next topic. Let's start next topic. Next topic is your types of data. Next topic is your types of data. Means how many types of data we are having. Because you have to deal with three things. Mean, median, mode, and rest of the things are discrete, dispersion, standard deviation and variation. तो यहाँ पे हम लोग बात करेंगे वेरिएंस की. तो सबसे पहले हमको किसके बारे में बात करनी पड़ेगी? वी हैव टू टॉक अबाउट द डाटा, दैट हाउ मेनी टाइप्स ऑफ डाटा वी आर हैविंग. हाउ मेनी टाइप्स ऑफ डाटा वी आर हैविंग? तो वी आर हैविंग टोटल 3 टाइप्स ऑफ डाटा. वी आर हैविंग टोटल 3 टाइप्स ऑफ डाटा. लेट डिस्कस देम वन बाय वन. द फर्स्ट टाइप ऑफ डाटा इज व्हाट? फर्स्ट टाइप ऑफ डाटा इज योर अनग्रुप्ड डाटा. फर्स्ट टाइप ऑफ डाटा इज योर अनग्रुप्ड डेटा. So what is ungrouped data? Like I will write 1, 2, 7, 3, 5, 1, 3, 2. This is what? This is ungrouped data. Okay. The arrangement of numbers is not material. It is immaterial. You can write it like this. Okay. This is ungrouped data. Second thing, second type of data is what? Grouped data. Second type of data is grouped data with single class value. Group data with single class value. This is type 2 data. So how we will represent it? Like this. Like this. Xi and Fi. Suppose Xi is 2, 3, 4, 5 and Fi is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is what? Group data with single class value. यहाँ पे एक single class value दी हुई है आपको Xi, that is 2, 3, 4, 5, and corresponding to that you are having the frequencies 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what? Group data with single class value. And we will study about third class of data. Third class of data. Third class of data is what? We will draw the third. We will see the third type of data. Third type of data is grouped data with multiple class value. तो यहां पे हम बात करना चाहें तो किस तरीके से हम लिख सकते हैं, जैसे कि हमने बात की xi की बात करते हैं. We'll talk about xi. So what is xi? Xi is between 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 11 to 20, then 21 to 30. Similarly, we can write it like frequency 2, 5 and 7. This is what, and so on we can write it like so on. So group data with multiple class value. So this is what? This is multiple. This is multiple class. So we have seen three types of data. First type of data is your ungrouped data, in which the data can be written like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here there is no class value. So ungrouped data is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever you can write. A group data with simple class value, single class value. Single class value means you are given xi and you are given fi. So xi is what? 2, 3, 4, 5, and xi correspondingly fi is what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Group data with multiple class value. Multiple class value means you are given class size. आपको यहाँ पे class size दिया हुआ होगा, तो class size यहाँ पे दिया हुआ. सबसे पहले के लिए class size क्या दिया हुआ है? 0 से लेकर 10, and the frequency that is what? 2. Then 11 to 20, and the frequency corresponding to that is 5. Then 21 to 30, then the frequency corresponding to that is what? 7. So this is your what? Group data with multiple class value. Okay, note it down. Now we will see measures of central tendency. Measures of central tendency. This is the main important part which we are going to start in statistics. So we have to calculate three things in it. First is your mean, second is your what? Second is your median, and the third one is your what? Third one is your mod. So first of all, we will talk about mean. So what is mean? Mean is what? In till class 10th we have studied that mean is what? Mean is the average. So here we will study, but for different type of data. So first of all we will study mean. Mean we are studying for type 1 data. We are studying for type 1 data, and type 1 data was what? Ungrouped data. Mean we are studying for first type of data, and the first type of data was ungrouped data. So let's start with ungrouped data. What is ungrouped data? So suppose I am talking about mean. So mean is what? X bar. Mean is what? X bar. Mean is represented by X bar. So mean is equal to X bar. That is equal to what? That is equal to sigma xi upon n. Sigma xi upon n. So mean is equal to X bar. That is equal to sigma xi upon n. Till class 10th we have studied mean. How to calculate the mean. So xi is what? Sigma xi is what? Sigma xi is what? x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 up to xn divided by n is what? Total number of observation. या तो हम इसको ऐसे भी बोल सकते हैं, या हम ऐसे भी बोल सकते हैं इस फॉर्मूले को, sum of all observation divided by total number of observation. है ना? Total number of observation. We can write it like this: x bar is equal to sigma xi upon n, sum of all observation divided by total number of observation. ठीक है? Let us take one example. Calculate mean of 1, 2, 3, 4 up to n. आपको इन numbers का क्या करना है? Mean निकालना है. If you want to calculate the mean of this, so x bar will become what? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 up to it is going till n divided by total number of observation. Here what is the total number of observation? Total number of observation is what? n. So x bar will become, this is the sum of, we know the sum, how to calculate the sum of this. This is the sum of n natural numbers, and the sum of n natural numbers is what? N into n plus 1 by 2 into n. So x bar here comes out to be, your x bar comes out to be n plus 1 divided by 2. So this is the answer, or how to calculate the mean of ungrouped data. How to calculate the mean of ungrouped data. This is the type 1 data for which we have calculated the mean. Note it down. Okay. मीन में हम लोग देखते हैं टाइप टू डेटा. टाइप 2 डेटा. व्हाट इज टाइप 2 डेटा? टाइप 2 डेटा इज व्हाट? ग्रुप्ड डेटा with single group data with single class value, है ना? Group data with single class value. तो mean is what? X bar. Mean is what? X bar. तो X bar will become what? Sigma xi fi divided by sigma fi, या फिर आप इसको भी लिख सकते हैं, ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं, sigma fi xi divided by sigma fi. This is the formula to calculate the mean for second type of data. And what is the second type of data? Group data with single class value. Okay, I am taking one example. And see how to calculate the mean of group data with single class value. Okay, suppose this is your xi. Xi is given 1, 2, 3 and 4. Your xi is what? 1, 2, 3, 4. And fi is what? I am taking, let suppose fi I am taking 20, 30, 40 and 10. Okay, so you are given xi 1, 2, 3, 4 and fi is 20, 30, 40 and 10, and you have to calculate the mean for that. So first of all you have to calculate what? First of all you have to calculate xi fi. First of all you have to calculate xi fi. So what is xi fi? Xi fi is what? Multiplication of these two. What is the multiplication of these two? 20, then 60, then is what? 120, then 40. ठीक है? तो x bar, what is the total frequency? Let's calculate the total frequency. Total frequency is your what? 20 plus 30, 50, 50 plus 40, 90, 90 plus 10, 100, and calculate the total. This is what? This is sigma fi xi. Sigma fi xi means, this is what? This is sigma fi. Sigma fi means what? Total frequency. And what is sigma fi xi? Sigma fi means total of this xi fi. It is what? 120, 120 plus 6, 180, 180 plus 20, 200, 200 plus 40, that is equal to what? 240. And you have to calculate the mean. So x bar will be equal to sigma fi xi divided by sigma fi. So sigma fi xi will become what? 240 divided by, what is sigma fi? Sigma fi is your 100. So means comes out to be 2.4. Mean comes out to be 2.4. So this is a type 2 method, type 2 data which we have calculated the mean of this data. So how to calculate it? The formula you have to remember, that is sigma fi xi divided by sigma fi. Note it down. Okay, let's do type 3 data. Type 3 data was what? Grouped data with what? Multiple class value. With multiple class value. So group data with multiple class value. Here x bar is equal to what? Same formula, sigma fi xi divided by sigma fi. Same formula is used. X bar is equal to sigma fi xi divided by sigma fi. But difference between second case and third case is that xi here is what? Here xi is एवरेज ऑफ क्लास वैल्यूज। आप ये बात ध्यान रखेंगे कि थर्ड केस में जहां पे आपका ग्रुप डेटा होगा मल्टीपल क्लास वैल्यू के साथ या फिर इंटरवल्स होंगे, वहां पे xi क्या होगा आपका, xi विल बी एवरेज ऑफ क्लास वैल्यू। तो रिमेंबर दिस थिंग, आई एम टेकिंग वन एग्जांपल, योर एग्जांपल इज xi is what? Your xi is given, let's suppose 1 to 3, then 3 to 5, then 5 to 7. Okay? 1 to 3, 3 to 5, and 5 to 7. Your fi is 2, 4, and 6. Okay? What is xi here? Xi is the average of class value. Average of class value. What is the average of class value? 1 plus 3. 1 plus 4 is 3 is 4. 4 by 2 is 2. 3 plus 5 is what? 8. 8 by 2 is 4. And 5 plus 7 is what? 12. 12 by 2 is what? 6. Okay? So you have to calculate what? Fi xi. What is Fi xi? So what is Fi xi? 2 into 2, that is 4. And 4 4 ja 16. And next is 6 6 ja 36. So 36 plus 4 is 40. 40 plus 16 is 56. So sigma Fi xi, that is equal to 56, and sigma Fi, that is equal to what? Sigma Fi, it's 2 plus 4, 6, 6 plus 6, 12. So x bar will be equal to what? 56 divided by 12 means sigma Fi xi divided by sigma Fi. Okay, note it down. Write down some points, notes. Write down some point, important notes. Your first point, write down the first point. If the value of observations, each increased by alpha. If the value of observation each increased by alpha, then the mean also increases by alpha. These are very important points. You have to remember this. If the value of the observation is increased by alpha, means there are suppose n observation, so each observation should be increased by alpha. First observation is increased by alpha, second observation increased by alpha, third observation increased by alpha, till last observation increased by alpha. Then the mean will also increase by how many times? Alpha times. Okay? You have to remember this. These are very important points you have to remember. First point is this. Write down the second point. What is second point? Second point is, if values of observation are multiplied by beta, if value of each observation are multiplied by beta, then the mean also gets multiplied by beta. This is another important point. Point number 3. If two series of n1 and n2 observations having means as x1 bar and x2 bar respectively, then respectively, then x bar will be equal to n1 x1 bar plus n2 x2 bar divided by n1 plus m2. This is the mean of the series, which is having two series. First series having n1 observation, second series having n2 observation, and the mean corresponding to the first series is what? X1 bar, and the mean corresponding to second series is what? X2 bar. Then the collectively mean is what? n1 x1 bar plus n1 n2 x2 bar divided by n1 plus n2. So these 3 points you have to remember. First point is what? If the value of the observation is increased by alpha, then the mean also increased by alpha. Very, very important point you have to remember. Second point, if the value of each observation is multiplied by beta, if the value of each observation is multiplied by beta, then what? Mean also gets multiplied by beta. If you are having two series of n1 and n2 observation having means of x1 bar and x2 bar respectively, then x bar is given what? n1 x1 bar plus n2 x2 bar divided by n1 plus n2. Note it down. So we have studied about mean and we have calculated all the formulas that how to calculate the mean for three types of data. One was ungrouped data, second was group data with simple class value, and the third one is what? Group data with multiple class value. Now we will study what? Median. Please remember these 3 points. These 3 points are very important points. Now we will study what? Median. What median is? What median is? Median is what? It is the observation. Okay. If observation